Good morning, and welcome to our continuing series on homeopathy with our beloved Dr. Pachkavka. Today, a big subject, fractures, and how they are treated homeopathically.
See, basically, bones are the structures which give frame to our body. So, when there is a fracture, it is deepermost injury because that is the deepermost organ and very deep injury. And fracture injuries are always complex in the sense when the bone is getting fractured, that means the joints associated with that bone, their overstretching also will be there, the tendons will be affected, even the muscles will have to be overstretched, and then the fracture occurs. So for fractures, the first thing we have to achieve is the what we call the location has to be achieved. There should be what we call reduction. If the bones are distorted after fracture, then they have to be united ends together. So that negotiation has to be done many times surgically. If there is this, but if this is a hairline fracture or anything, we have to just immobilize the structure so that there won't be further damage till it recovers.
So you have to do an X-ray first. to find-
X-ray,
Yes.
or even clinically also we can judge the fracture with crepitus and with movement. We have seen that X-ray just confirms it, but clinically the physician can identify the site of fracture, the gravity of fracture. That can be done. So we first thing we do is immobilize it and keep it united in the place. We can put a plaster, and nowadays because this ortho this orthopedic science is advanced so much that now we give internal plaster, like we screw plate and all. So externally nothing is there, but inside they put screws and splints inside with plates where the bones are held together till the healing is there, and later they are removed. But after doing that, we have to see that body gets enough stimulation and energy and respite to achieve that end to end anastomosis. So the bone grows literally to fill in the gap, and not only that, it gives the original grit, the strength. It takes about, for nominal healing, it may take about 2 to 3 weeks. But to get the complete strength, one may require even 6 weeks. And after 6 weeks, it heals up. So we have homeopathic remedies like symphoitum. Symphoitum is what we call bone setter rather. It's a very popular remedy all over the world. So that helps. Then associated with the bone fracture, if there are overstretching in the muscles and tendons, we give rust ox like remedies. If it is calcium metabolism which needs to be enhanced, we have calcarea floor, calcarea phos, calcarea carb like remedies depending upon the person. But always, whenever the case of fracture comes, we have to diagnose whether the impact and the fracture they are in proportion or not. If very trivial impact is there and the person has developed fracture, that indicates that the person has osteoporosis. And there the fracture can be just the indicator of the underlying condition of osteoporosis, and here local treatment for fracture is fine, but along that we have to treat the person systemically where the osteoporosis reverses. And commonest cause of osteoporosis is vitamin D3 deficiency.
Yes, we've
So
talked about that. Yes.
we ask the person to expose adequately for sun, and then get vitamin D3 synthesized in the body which is in precursor form, that we counsel the whole family, because osteoporosis can be because of anything. Suppose the person has consumed lot of steroid for some immunosuppression, that also gives rise to osteoporosis. So we have to withdraw those drugs which are giving rise to this. So fractures can be tackled that way.
Wonderful.
But very simple technique to diagnose fracture is, see, if there is injury and fracture is there, within minute swelling comes.
Oh, yes.
If it is not a fracture and there is overstretching or ligament rupture,
A torn,
then the
torn
swelling
ligament,
comes.
yes.
Yeah, it can be partial tear or a complete tear. Depending upon that, the swelling will come. There would be internal bleeding, hematoma. So if swelling comes in say 10-15 minutes, it can be a ligament or a partial tear. And if swelling comes after say 7-8 hours, that means it is just a overstretching and no fracture. So clinically also we can diagnose and suspect fracture.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir.